Hey YouTube, Pirate Punk, Deck of the Month July, yay! I'm gonna try out a new thing though, where I do a deck of the month, and then for the next couple of weeks I'll be playing that deck around at regionals and locals and stuff, and pretty much just showing you the progression of the deck and how I've progressed it and what I think of it and stuff. So here we go, and we're doing plants, but this is pretty much the build I took to Nats, minus a couple of cards, and plus a couple of cards because I didn't have them at Nationals, but I scrubbed pretty hard at Nats, so I went like 2-5, but no one really cares about that. So yeah, Skill Drain Plants for the win, Deck of the Month, July. You got 2 Titanial, Princess of Camellias. We all know what she does. She negates shit. So when she's on the field, she gets around Skill Drain, as long as she tributes herself. So 2 Phyrexian Cluster Amaryllis. Props to this guy. This guy is how I won a lot of matches, just from bringing him up and just burning opponents to death. If you have 2 of them in the grave and you bring both of them up at once, as soon as they die, that's 16 damage, plus whatever damage they deal on the field. As long as if you have a set, something I'd say T-Roll, but I don't run it. If you have a set, say Wing Blast, and they summon a monster to kill it, any monster, doesn't matter what, just flip the Wing Blast and heal. Gets around Skill Drain with the burn effect and the Resurgent effect because they both activate in the grave. It also gets around Skill Drain in that one of its effects is when it attacks it dies, or when it declares an attack it dies, or some shit like that. This card attacks. Gets around Skill Drain with that because if it attacks, it's not destroyed because Skill Drain negates that. So 2 Phyrexian Cluster Amaryllis. We got 3 Beast King Barbaros. I didn't have these until day 2 at Nats, so obviously they weren't in the actual deck. But he comes out, you can normal summon him and he's on 3k. That's why he's in here. He works as straight in fodder, he works as Wing Blast fodder. He's pretty much, he's fodder unless you have Skill Drain or you really need a monster. 3 Lone Fire Blossoms to search out stuff. I found a new way to get Lone Fire Blossoms. I've been raving about it on Pojo forums for ages, but I only just recently discovered it, and it is a sick way to get Lone Fire Blossom. I'll show you when I have the time, or, soonish. 3 Evil Thorn. For those that don't know its effect is Tribute 1, Special Summon 2. So that combos really well with Super Solar Nutrient. It's pretty much why it's in here. Also, when you tribute the first one, you get you burn for 300, and when you tribute the first one, you can't tribute the next 2. Right. 1 Lord Poison. Props to Lord Poison. People say he's really, really slow. I actually ran 2 of my build at Nats, pure and simply because he gets around Skill Drain, and when you've got no Titanials left, you just Lone Fire out a Lord Poison or something, because in this deck I'll generally go Lone Fire, Lone Fire, Lone Fire, Lone Fire, Titanial, and then when I draw the next one, Titanial again. So that doesn't leave you with much options once all that's gone, or you Reborn or something in between Titanials or Fertilizer or something like that. Point is, Lord Poison, don't be afraid to ram him if you run this build. I've only got the one of him, but ram him, get your Titanial back, beat over whatever they have on the field. 1 Dandelion, works well with, say, Foolish Burial, and Super Solar Nutrient, which I'll show you the combos for in a bit. Sangan, searches out Lone Fire. Violent Witch, searches out plants with 1500 or less, which less defense, which means you can get Lone Fire, Cluster, Lord Poison, and like others like Dandy and Evil Thorns if you really feel the need. Plague Spreader Zombie for tuning options, and he gets around Skill Drain, so Plague Spreader Zombie. Right, 3 trade-ins. I can't find my third, it's somewhere around my room. I'll have a look for it later. Draw Power, 2 Pot of Avarice. The Super Solar Nutrient in here and Evil Thorns and whatnot, you remove a lot of stuff, but you also have a lot of targets for Pot of Av, so especially when you just if you draw one in your first hand, you do 3 Lone Fires to Titanial. That gives you 4 monsters in your grave when they kill Titanial. If they don't kill Titanial, then it doesn't matter that it's a dead card because you got Titanial on the field and she just 2/8. So Pot of Av, hardly. It could be a dead card, like maybe 1 time out of 5. So 2 Super Solar Nutrient. Alright. I'll show you how this combo works. Card text on Super Solar Nutrient reads, tribute 1 level 2 or lower plant type monster. Special summon 1 plant type monster whose level is equal to or lower than the tributed monster's level +3. Which means if you tribute an Evil Thorn or a Dandy token for Super Solar Nutrient, you can fetch Lone Fire Blossom. Lone Fire Blossom will tribute the next one. So what happens is you play Evil Thorn, you tribute, you get 2. Right? You tribute 1 for Super Solar, get a Lone Fire in defense position. You use his effect to tribute that. You use this one's effect to tribute that one, and you use that one to get Titanial. Same thing goes with the Dandy tokens. You basically, you Super Solar Nutrient out that guy, pop the other one, whether it's an Evil Thorn or a Dandy token, get another Lone Fire, pop the one connected to Super Solar Nutrient, and get Titanial. That's how it works. It is a very, very consistent way to get Lone Fire. All you need is like that and one of these, or that and Foolish Burial, which is also here, or even just a Dandy token from the field, like it set Dandelion, you're just like, alright, I'm fucked. They attack it, you get your 2 tokens, top deck, Super Solar, oh shit, I win! Wow, cool shit, what a combo. Right, moving on quickly to Foolish Burials, dumps Dandy, dumps Cluster, Mark the Rose, steals their stuff for Synchro Summoning. Miracle Fertilizer. I was going to run Reincarnation, but then I realized Fertilizer does the same thing without the added cost of a discard. So, there's that one. Giant Trunade. Reborn. Heavy. I don't have a Brain Control in here. I will soon. Yeah. Alright. 2 Skill Drains. Negates all, pay 1,000 life points, the effects of all face-up monsters on the field negated. Everything in this deck gets around Skill Drain, like, in some way or another, because they're either, like, graveyard effects or tribute effects, so everything in here gets around it, so Skill Drain really is more there to hurt your opponent than to help you. 3 Solemn Judgments, negate shit, negate heavies and stuff, keeps your Skill Drains on the field. 2 Proof of Powerlessness, or as I like to call it, Proof of Proness. This card is ridiculous against like Blackwings, Lightsworns, pretty much anything in today's meta that isn't skill plants. This card is good for. So, Proof of Powerlessness. Activate only when you control a face-up level 7 or higher. Destroy all face-up level 5 or lower monsters your opponent controls. Monsters you control cannot attack this turn. But it's a trap, so you play it in your opponent's turn. Alright, good shit. And lastly, 2 Phoenix Wing Blasts. Right. That was my skill plant deck. I'll run it at locals next week. Hopefully get all the proxies out of it, because there's not that many. There's like a trade-in, a couple of other things. Trade-in, a Foolish, was that it? I don't know. I think so. A trade-in and a Foolish. Oh, and a Proof of Powerlessness. I've got another one of those too. So, Alright, I'll catch you next week, YouTube, when I let you know how it goes, and hopefully I'll have some changes for you. Alright, catch you later.